This review is of Honeywell Howard Leight Verishield VS130 comfortable headband earmuffs. And here's some information about the attenuation, which is complicated, I guess. And noise reduction rating 30 decibels when used as directed. NRR 30, Canada Class AL. And it has a cushioned headband, airflow control technology, memory foam, ear cushions, headband adjustability, and I think that's about it. So let's go ahead and try it.
All right, so I'm gonna take off these little protectors for this. I don't know what the purpose of that is, other than to make it look, I don't know, more interesting, or maybe there's some kind of a function to it. Doesn't say. There's no left-right on this, and as you can see, the cups are pretty deep but not terribly wide. So if you have very large ears, these possibly are not going to be comfortable. Also, although there is some kind of airflow thing, I wore this at work today and it didn't feel like it. It was pretty warm. I was sweating, and sweat was building up in there. So I could hear, and that was, of course, important. I was having problems with the typical earplugs that you squeeze and put in. After using it for a week and a half, I was starting to have dizziness. So they gave me this instead. The two muffs are not identical. This one is like this, and this one is really just kind of distorted for some reason or other, and I doubt it's because of my ears. They're not that hard. But yeah, so you can see, I don't know who Howard Leight or Left or I don't know who that is. There's padding on here. There's the supposed memory foam here. If it is memory foam, it doesn't retain the memory very long. Now I did have to pull it down to its maximum in order to be able to put it on over my bump cap, which I am required to wear to protect my head while I'm working in the containers that we load at Amazon onto airplanes. And I still could hear. What seemed to come through most was, number one, the low sounds. Some of them were coming through. Also, I was able to hear people speaking, although it was about as distinct as when I was wearing the earplugs. So it's a bit tight fitting on my head. I do have kind of a large head circumference-wise, it's really got a lot of tension built into this. So you're not going to have to worry about it popping off your head like a regular set of earphones would. So yeah, overall, I didn't have any discomfort with it. It was just a little bit too hot. I wish they had some kind of a better system for air circulation to make sure it doesn't get really hot. I can imagine if I were outside wearing this, it'd be kind of uncomfortable. But it's pretty good. It's going to protect my ears. Working at Amazon in their largest air hub in the world, it's quite noisy where I work, and I've developed ringing in the ears. It's low level, quiet. I don't hear it unless it's very quiet, or I'm in a quiet enough environment, I should say. But it's definitely been caused by sub 70 decibel exposure over the past couple of years at work. So I'll give these, if you have a really large head, or you're also probably going to struggle, especially if you have to wear a cap on your head underneath the band. So I'll give this an 8. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.
Hi, so I need to add on about the earmuffs that when you wear them for a full shift, they start pushing the arms of my glasses into my skull a bit, and it can become a bit uncomfortable. Also, the strap, if you have to wear a bump cap, is a little bit too short, so I have to wear the strap over the back of my head to be able to actually fit the earmuffs properly over my ears. And I did even try to bend the internal part of the metal of the band. It's metal, so I did try bending it to see if that would help, and it didn't make any difference. And finally, just like with the earmuffs, earplugs, not so obvious, but I discovered that they were putting pressure on my inner ear or my eardrum as well as the that is not good because it creates a sense of vertigo or a little bit of dizziness because it's affecting your equilibrium, which is your sense of balance. And I discovered that the cover for the padding of the earmuffs that's against your skin is of such a slick material. And I'm not saying it's like super slick, but just it's smooth enough, I guess I should say, not slick, that it creates a suction or a seal, rather, against your skin for the most part, resulting in pressure against you because there's a lot of pressure from the earmuffs because they don't want them to fall off your head. So what I had to do is I had to take a small drill bit and drill just a single hole on each side. And because that was loud enough that it let in a lot more sound. I mean, not like 5 decibels or something like that, but it was a definite change. So what I did is I put a sticker on the holes, and then I took a pin and pricked the sticker where the hole is so that only a small amount of noise would be transferred in while it was pressure equalizing. And I am surprised that they did not consider this possibility because, especially if you're working outside on the tarmac, like a lot of my coworkers are, you don't want to feel dizzy. It's not good. If you're up on a machine that's next to the door, the cargo door of the airplane, you don't want to feel dizzy. It's not a safe thing. So just wanted to add that.